Someone has settled in here.
And whoever it is has something to tell me about the Hawkins case. You! Don't move! Detective Pierce, I told you to stay away from this warehouse.
Let's not threaten him. Let's team up.
It's clear that you knew the victims. I'm sorry to dig up bad memories.
I can still see the poor child lying burned on the floor of their drawing room. We had to tear him off. The marks must still be there. They're in my mind anyway.
It's horrendous. I'm going to need your experience to bring him justice, Officer Bradley. Can you explain what this painting is doing here?
Hey, look at us go.
Strange portrait. Wait, I know it. It was in the Hawkins mansion when we came to investigate the fire.
So you confirm that it was removed from the crime scene. Interesting. I'd like to go and see the mansion now.
Of course. You want to go back along his trail? I'd like to understand how this painting made it to here. Come on. My car's parked down the way. Andrews, would you please shut the door? And open your eyes, damn it. This guy went right under your nose.
Take that, Andrews.
God damn it. Her again. This case has nothing to do with you, Baker. Clear the passage or I'll shut you up for obstruction.
Officer Bradley, you've finally grown a pair.
I'm telling you, stay back! No.
Do it.
Too bad you're too fat to see them down there.
Why you?
Wow.
Come on, keep the smile. You don't want to force me to widen it.
Okay, I get it. Can we go to the mansion now?
Who the hell are you? What were you doing on my turf? I've got my eye on you. We'll meet again.
Is it far, this mansion?
She's a bit spooky.
Look behind you, at the top of the ridge. You see the building? That's the Hawkins mansion. Come on, we got some driving to do.
Damn. It's huge. Well, I didn't see that scar before. Was that Cat's doing? On the left side of his face. That's what they said before, right?
She redid the smile at the last one who wanted to get in.
But he only smiles with the left cheek.
Well, here we are, Hawkins mansion.
Let's get to it, I
The place
guess.
has been abandoned since the fire. There's only old Winchester in his hut.
Spot hidden.
I see no scorched trees or fire damage on the building.
You're pretty damn observant, ain't you? The fire was quickly contained. Old Silas acted as soon as he could.
Not soon enough to save the Hawkins.
They were trapped in the drawing room. And don't go troubling Silas anymore. His guilt torments him enough as it is. Are we gonna take a closer look at this mansion, or do you have other questions?
Well, I got plenty of other questions. You know the place very
You're the
well.
one who looked after the Hawkins case.
Don't think I was trying to hide it. It's just that this discovery shakes my convictions.
That's why you're so keen to find out who removed the painting from the mansion.
Yes. If something escaped us, or if there's been a law enforcement error, then it's up to the police to make good its mistake. Anything else?
Yes, this place is falling into ruin. Not the first to
Your
talk about
partner,
Winchester.
Andrews warned me against him.
You managed to get something out of that bum? I'll end up asking you for advice.
He talks too much. He inferred that old Silas was slightly unhinged.
That's not far off the mark, I suppose. But kinda unfair at the same time. You know, Silas Winchester has been working for the Hawkins family as far back as I can remember. Charles was like a son to him. The day of the fire, he lost his whole family. So he's got nowhere to go. And, as you'll see, in a way, he's still watching over them. Is there anything else you want to ask me? Or do you want to go up there?
Anything I should be
I
wary
prefer to
of?
be prepared if there's going to be trouble.
It's a wise attitude.
Like any
Apart
Cthulhu's
from old
hiding in
Silas and
the
some rotten
closet?
floorboards, there's nothing to worry about.
Could he be a problem?
Strictly speaking, he ain't dangerous. But since the tragedy, he's been a little touched. Though he's a remarkably sturdy man, given his age. A true force of nature.
A sad old man doesn't worry me.
Gee, if you don't want to listen to my advice, we might as well go. Right?
Not quite
You won't
yet.
get me to believe that it looked any better 3 months ago.
It's a very old building, you know? Its foundations would probably date from the arrival of the first settlers.
It's got nothing to do with Charles Hawkins' debts.
Ha! You've already begun to nose around, it would seem. So, since you already know it, the Hawkins family couldn't afford the upkeep of this house. It remains to be seen what they did with all their money. I wager it was Charles Hawkins' travels. Let's go up there. Unless you still have questions.
No, I'm good.
Night falls quickly here, and I want to be able to see when we arrive.
I'll go with you, if only to reassure Silas.
He takes that attitude when he's the one asking all the questions. Ooh. Which one?
Why not? You can help.
Right.
God, I'm
Let's
so
go.
sassy. Consult the diary. We have more skills. Spot hidden. Submerged city. Alright, let's have a look at this. On our sanity page, mental trauma. Oh my god. We have a sanity meter?
You gotta be fucking kidding.
Uh-oh. That's gonna be a problem later. Unless the alcohol helps that. While investigating the Hawkins warehouse, Pierce entered a partly submerged tunnel that ran under the docks. There's something took hold of his arm and tried to drag him beneath the surface. Drowning, the detective caught glimpses of human and animal bodies,
Well, that's ominous as fuck.
as well as an underground city. Pierce managed to make it back to the surface to discover that, rather than tentacles, it was seaweed that had wrapped itself around his arm. The vision, nevertheless, disturbed him by its clarity and violence. I think the occult stuff might be interesting for us. Art of Sarah Hawkins. Intuitive and visionary artist for some, overpriced imposter for others. Sarah Hawkins leaves nobody indifferent. This mysterious and reserved painter offers strange images, with violent colours and wild strokes, to the world. If her paintings are a testimony to her vision of the world, then the world of Sarah Hawkins is a portal open to other dimensions. Oops. Ah, come on. The Miraculous Catch. We already read about that one. Oh my god. Come on. St. Brendan. Does the patron saint of whales and whalers still protect the sailors of Darkwater? Visibly, there are other gods before St. Brendan, and their worshippers do not seem to be of this opinion. The locals still worship the old saint, but a mark was made on the statue by another cult. Alright. Maybe I should have gone on without him. I want to go up there. I'm going to go up there. I'm going to go over here. Odd. Oh. Hello. A small wooden whale. A figurine of a whale carved from wood. It's the sort of toy that sailors made for their children. Interesting.
Recently fallen. It's as if all life has abandoned the place. Sturdy. And well sharpened. Sturdy.
Mine?
And well sharpened.
Nope. Oh, he's over there. Oh, what do we have here?
Bradley was right. This place is much older than I imagined. But the architecture seems too recent.
What do we have up here? That looks like the entrance. So where's Bradley taking me? He's trying to set me up. He's taking me to a grave.
Poor kid. Someone must really hate Charles Hawkins.
I told you. Silas Winchester is still watching over the Hawkins family.
I must say, it's pretty gloomy.
So, Detective, does this place inspire any thoughts?
Someone desecrated one of the graves.
Do you know if Charles Hawkins had any enemies?
Not to our knowledge. He was a well-respected personality on the island. I don't understand. Silas would never have let such a thing happen.
Why were they buried here?
I was given to believe that it was Charles Hawkins' wish.
Strange idea. I imagine Webster wasn't too pleased.
Mrs. Hawkins' father? It's said that he's devastated.
Is the caretaker still around? Evidence here suggests he is.
It's surprising indeed. Let's try to keep our eyes open.
Where we're going, we won't need eyes to see.
Let's go to the mansion.
Please give me a minute. I didn't expect to set foot back here after the burial. What kind of deranged individual would defile this sanctuary? And steal a burnt painting? I don't see Silas doing such a thing. Let alone allowing it. Even that broad baker is above that. Lord, have pity on this poor family.
Man, this guy's pretty calm, considering that maybe... I reckon it was her that did that to his face.
The flowers on Sarah Hawkins' grave are fresh. The old caretaker must be very attached to her.
Alright. Is he gonna come or? Oh. Off we go. At least I made friends with the policeman. I suppose I can go in through here.
I'll have to find another entrance.
See if I can go get that hatchet, hey? You never know when it might come in handy.
The axe is gone. I'd better be on my guard.
Okay, time's up. That's our cue to leave.
Well, I don't like that. Who's stealing my shit? Policeman officer?
This entrance is still in use.
Oh, I didn't really want to go in there.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Whoa! You are trying to force the door, you nosy prick!
Easy, sir, all right? Put down the axe.
You know what we do with rubble like you? We gut them. Dump them into the ocean.
Whoa! You're Mr. Winchester. Lower that axe. Let's talk calmly.
I'll show you how we have it out on Darkwater.
I feel like this guy's about to show me, or get me to... Oh, fuck.
Put down the axe, and I'll forget that you threatened a cop.
Show your badge, cop, and then we can talk.
You don't need to see my badge.
You're a bad liar, city boy. For the last time, tell me why you're here. And no baloney.
The police report describes a domestic accident, but Stephen Webster has several reasons to believe that this may not be the case.
Webster is as stubborn as an old mule. And I did tell him that we should let the dead rest in peace.
He wants to restore the reputation of his daughter. I just need to see where the fire started.
The mansion isn't safe. You would break your neck as sure as you're trying my patience right now.
That's why you barricaded the entrance.
That's right.
And this door?
It's locked, and I make sure it stays that way.
I feel like this guy's trying to get me to read Sutter Kane.
Do you read Sutter Kane?
You know? Let's see.
You still put flowers on her grave. You cherish her memory.
Mrs. Hawkins was an exceptional person. She cared for everyone around her.
Let me shed a light on what happened to her. Give me that key.
I'm probably making a big mistake, but it won't be the first. Here, take the key and do what you have to do. Go on, then. Just to get rid of you.
Let's see what more I can learn from this mansion.
Thanks, Chief. Okay.
Pierce,
Oh, hey.
shall we enter? Now that you've finished your fun and games with Silas, we can perhaps inspect the mansion.
You're right. Let's go.
Man, this guy's pretty helpful. You don't get that a lot in these games. Usually by yourself and have to
Let's take a
do
look
everything
inside.
by yourself.
I'm with you.